Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we are talking about the Master Sword from almost every Zelda game out there. To print this, I used the Bamboo Lab P1S along with the Orca Slicer, and this is actually my third time making this sword. But with the way that it turned out this time, I don't think I'll have to redo this anytime soon. So let's get into it. So with this 3D print, this is actually a free file that I found on Thingiverse, so if you want to go ahead and print the same exact thing, hit the link in the description below. So with this print, you have a couple different options. You can print each individual piece in the way that they have been split up by the creator of the file, or if it's an option, I would recommend getting the full model and splitting it up the way that you would like and what would work best for your printer. Once I had the full model uploaded into the slicer here, I select the model, hit cut, and from there I decided to cut halfway up the handle, then printed the rest of the handle and all of the guard and a little bit of the blade, and from there I printed the other two parts of the blade, and with that we had a print that is ready to go. Now that we had it all printed out, we gotta sand everything. The main point of sanding is to hide a lot of those layer lines, smooth out any edges, and to get it ready to prime and paint. As far as sandpaper goes, there are a lot of different options out there. There's a whole lot of different tools, different grits for that sandpaper. Just use whatever works best for you and gives you the result that you need. Now that we've got everything all sanded, we are ready to start fusing everything together. I recommend using just a pretty cheap soldering iron here. These get very, very hot. The point of this is to melt and weld each of those sections all together to create one solid, strong piece instead of a bunch of different sections that have been super glued together. My experience the first time that I made this sword is that if I were to hit it like this, that would have easily snapped in half. So, strongly recommend fusing it together. It is a little bit more of a messy process, but you'll be thanking yourself in the long run. Now, with the Master Sword here, as you can see, this is my technique when I'm fusing everything together. I do a little bit of a cross technique and then fold the plastic back into the holes that are created. And then once that is done, I use a little bit of extra filament and the surrounding area to really smooth out that hole and get a nice smooth print. When you're fusing, I strongly recommend being in a well-ventilated area and using a respirator mask if you can. When it comes to fusing and painting, there's a lot of things in the air that you don't want to get into your lungs. So again, well-ventilated area and a respirator mask. Once I smooth out as many of those fused sections as I can, I use wood filler to really get that nice, smooth, and flat surface that I want before I even put a drop of primer and paint on. When it comes to priming and painting, I always recommend using much lighter coats at first and then putting it on much thicker towards the end. You don't want to overdo it too much, otherwise all the paint underneath will come up and you'll have to redo the whole process over again. When painting the Master Sword here, I decided to paint all of the purple sections first and sectioned off as much as I could. From there, I decided to do the green parts of the handle next, which can be pretty tedious when you're sectioning everything off with the painter's tape. Once that was done, I moved on to the gold sections of the guard next. And as soon as those were done, I painted the blade that nice metallic color. And finally, I wanted to give the blade for the Master Sword a little bit more of a weathered look. This sword's been around for a long time and it's seen quite a few battles. So with that, over the metallic color here, I decided to take a bit of black gloss paint and lightly coat the blade. From there, that black color is pretty noticeable, so I took the graphite powder and put it on every inch of this blade to give it more of a gray and shiny look that looks pretty good. And that is everything for the Master Sword here. Like I said before, this is my third time at making this sword, and it has finally turned out the way that I wanted. Figure out what works best for you, learn through trial and error, and stick with it. You'll eventually get something that's worth hanging on the wall. So, if you liked the video and you'd like to see more, make sure to hit that like button and go ahead and comment with any questions that you have or things that you'd like to see in the future. And to stay updated with that, make sure to hit that subscribe button too, and we'll see you in the next one.